New quarterback. When USA Today asked if Carson Wentz was the guy who could get them to the Super Bowl. Leonard answering, damn Skippy. He's a monster, man. Just watching him at OTAs and stuff. He's got a cannon for an arm, and he's huge. Later saying he came into a perfect place to have success. We believe in him. NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport reporting guard Trey Turner has signed a one-year deal worth $3 million with the Steelers. Turner recently saying he's back to 100% after an injury-riddled 2020 campaign. The Turner signing coming after Pittsburgh released David DeCastro on Thursday. And offensive tackle Morgan Moses signing a one-year deal with the Jets worth up to $5.3 million with incentives. Moses spent the past 7 seasons with Washington. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Hey, everybody. Jay Farner here, CEO of Rocket Mortgage and Rocket Companies. Last year, we saw historically low mortgage interest rates. In fact, over 1 million homeowners took advantage of refinancing or buying a new home with Rocket Mortgage. What you may not know is that interest rates are already starting to increase again, and it's likely that trend is only going to continue. Our team of experts is standing by to help you save before rates go up. With an official mortgage review from Rocket Mortgage, you'll see just how much money you could save by making a move right now. Don't look back over these next few weeks and wish that you had taken action. You could save hundreds on your mortgage payments or pay off your home loan earlier than planned. You could even take cash out of your home to pay off high-interest debt, complete home repairs, or bulk up on an emergency fund. When you want to secure a low rate, Rocket can. Call 833-8ROCKET or visit rocketmortgage.com. Rocket.
Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states and MLSConsumerAccess.org, number 3030.
We are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO El Centro. Good day, sunshine. It's a Saturday. Yeah, the 26th day of June, 2021. Counting down to the end of June. Yeah, okay. We talked about this earlier. 30 days has September, April, June, and November. Yeah, June 30. Yeah. It's February where it gets kind of confusing. But then I'm easily confused anyway. Let's see what happened on this date in history. On this date in 1917, General John Blackjack Pershing arrived in France with the American Expeditionary Force. Yes, I believe Snoopy was there. Yeah, that's the story I hear. Yeah, flying that Sopwith Camel, looking for the Red Baron. And on this date in 1963, U.S. President John F. Kennedy announced, Ich bin ein Berliner. I am a Berliner. He said that at the... Yeah, you remember that. It's not there. And on this date in 1997... J.K. Rowling's book, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, was published in the United Kingdom. What, you never heard of that one? Well, the book was later released in the U.S. under the name Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Yeah, it was the first book in the Harry Potter series. That was 1997. Boy. Birthdays today. We've got some big shot birthdays. Jazz pianist Dave Grusin, 87. We mentioned Billy Davis Jr. of the Fifth Dimension, 83. Singer Georgie Fame, No Word on the Blue Flames, is 78. Actor Clive Francis, 75. Singer Brenda Holloway, 75. No Word on the Tabulations. Actor Michael Paul Chan, 71. Actor Robert Davi is 70. Actor Gede Watanabe, remember him from 16 Candles? He is 66. Singer Chris Isaac, 65. Singer Patti Smythe, 64. Actor Sean Hayes, 51. Actor Matt Lesher is 51. Actor Chris O'Donnell is 51. Actor Nick Offerman, 51. Actor Jason Schwartzman, 41. Actor Aubrey Plaza, 37. Actor Jeanette McCurdy from iCarly, 29. And Aria Grande is 28. Okay.
The food insecurity rate for Imperial Valley is estimated at 17% for all residents. Tragically, it soars to 33% for our children. Imagine 1 of every 3 children are challenged by hunger. The Imperial Valley Food Bank is striving to end hunger in the valley. When kids have nutritious food to eat, they learn more in school, are sick less often, crime declines, and the cycle of poverty can end. This is Jean Oswald asking you to support the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
Let's celebrate today's birthdays. Happy birthday, Blake Davis, Fabian Amparano, Raynell Robertson, Cade Turner, David Bermudez, Matthew Bryan Mulvihill, Athena Williams, Shirley Chronister, Donna Crum, Sharon Ainsworth, Denise Galvan, Jesse Alcantar, Joe Rosas, Juan Perez, Peggy Beltran, Shannon Lowe, Simon Derma, Angelina Contreras, James Ford, Manuel Perez, and Christopher Perez, their twins. Happy birthday from KXO. Well, soon on a grocery store shelf near you, the Pearl Milling Company brand name, formerly known as Aunt Jemima. The new brand, Pearl Milling Company, they began shipping the packages in May 31st. The new packaging has the same red and yellow color scheme as Aunt Jemima's packaging did, but it replaces Aunt Jemima's image with a 19th century watermill, a call back to the company's 1889 founding. So, and, they will be promoting new name, same great taste. Yes, okay, it's from Quaker Oats Company, which is a subsidiary of PepsiCo. Well, something to look for on your grocery shelf. Coming up, we've got to look at world and California news, local news, sports, financial news. We'll go in depth with the weather. And, we'll just kind of touch all the bases. And, one other thing. Do you remember? On this date in 1964, the Beatles album, A Hard Day's Night, was released in the U.S. Yeah, 'twas a hard day's night. We've got to look at world and California news headlines right now, brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning. They are your year-round comfort specialist. For sales, for service, call the experts. You've got a friend in the business at Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
CBS News Brief. An update from Florida officials is about to get underway as the search for more than 150 people missing in a building collapse continues. This as new details arise about the structural damage of the high-rise.
With all the street building codes in this country, a building shouldn't collapse like that.
Antonio Lozano's parents are among the missing. Experts weigh in on the 22-and-a-half-year sentence of Derek Chauvin for the killing of George Floyd.
It's not as high as the prosecutors had asked, 30 years, but it is higher than what the guideline sentence ordinarily would be. And the court did impose aggravating factors of abuse of authority and exceptional cruelty.
Former federal prosecutor Lori Levinson. The Department of Justice is suing the state of Georgia over a voting law. Assistant Attorney General for Civil Rights, Kristen Clark.
The provisions we are challenging reduce access to absentee voting at each step of the process.
This has been your CBS News Brief. I'm Lisa Mateo.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Governor Gavin Newsom announced a deal with state lawmakers to extend the statewide moratorium on evictions through September.
The state of California has now agreed with the legislature to the largest and most comprehensive renter protection deal in the United States.
Governor Newsom and legislative leaders have reached a deal on the new state budget, with extra revenue being funneled to schools, COVID-19 relief, fighting homelessness, and child care. A bipartisan bill to remove language specifying gender in the California Code is awaiting Governor Newsom's signature. It will require a revision of the California Code to list office holders in gender-neutral terms. A number of positions like the lieutenant governor are listed as he, even though it's currently being held by a woman. And one person was killed and 4 shot in a robbery in Hollywood Hills at a multi-million-dollar home. Mike Salceda, Arizona News Radio.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. Got a problem with your AC? Call Lock Air Conditioning today.
With no fees or minimums on checking and savings accounts, banking with Capital One is like the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Kind of like Taylor Swift choosing what to wear.
It's looking kind of chilly out today. I think I'll go with a cardigan.
Yep, even easier than that. And with our top-rated app, you can bank anytime, anywhere, making Capital One an even easier decision. That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
New consumer accounts only. Approval required. Terms apply. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
Sadness and misery, I don't feel either of these. I'm in a good mood.
Okay.
Hey, man, what's wrong?
Well, it just didn't sound very bluesy.
He's probably happy because he found out Honey Nut Cheerios can help lower cholesterol as part of a heart-healthy diet.
Oh, hey, Buzz.
Okay, well, let's try it again.
Smile on my face.
Nope, that's still happy.
Have a change of heart with Honey Nut Cheerios. Learn more about Honey Nut Cheerios by picking up a box at your local store.
It's page one of the local news, page one, Saturday edition, brought to you by Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in the Brawley Auto Plaza, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Well, an SUV was found with nearly $300,000 worth of methamphetamine. The vehicle approached the Border Patrol immigration checkpoint near Salton City Thursday evening. The SUV and driver were referred to secondary inspection, where a Border Patrol K-9 team alerted to the vehicle, and a search led to the discovery of 2 duffel bags stuffed with meth. The drugs weighed nearly 109 pounds, with a street value estimated at over $298,000. The SUV driver, a 26-year-old woman, a legal permanent resident from the Philippines, was arrested and turned over to the Drug Enforcement Administration. Well, the sentencing process continues for Gilbert Carpio. Carpio, a former correctional officer, was arrested in March of 2019 and later found guilty of forcible lewd acts upon a child and lewd and lascivious acts on a child under 14. Carpio sentenced to 8 years in prison and probation. Part of the probation is to pay restitution. How much restitution yet to be determined. A restitution hearing was held earlier, and at that hearing, it was agreed to continue the process through July 30th at Brawley Superior Court. Motorist, you're being warned. The California Highway Patrol and 11 other highway patrols, state patrols, and state police agencies in the western states are cracking down on speeding. The CHP says excessive speed and unsafe driving are a threat to everyone on the highway. According to the CHP, they and their allied state partners will be out in force this weekend with speed enforcement. In California last year, more than 500 people were killed. More than 57,000 others were injured in crashes caused by unsafe speed. Last year, the CHP issued more than 28,000 speeding citations to motorists driving in excess of 100 miles per hour, and 9,300 more during the first 4 months of this year. The officers are also looking for seatbelt and child safety seat violations this weekend. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires sold at Quick Lane, guaranteed. Just ask your Quick Lane service advisor. Now we're talking the best brands available: Michelin, Continental, Pirelli, Dunlap, Kelly, Bridgestone, and more. And we're talking the best price. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro. Well, investigators are looking into yet another downtown El Centro fire. This one was reported at about 9:30 Thursday evening. A empty commercial structure in the 300 block of Commercial Avenue in El Centro. Mutual aid provided to El Centro City Fire Department by Imperial County Fire and the City of Calexico. A total of 18 firefighters were involved. All personnel were cleared from the scene about 2 hours after the outset of the blaze. No injuries reported. And again, cause of that fire remains under investigation. The Calipatria City Council will meet next Tuesday. That meeting at 6 p.m. at Calipat City Council. The meeting will be on Zoom. And Monday, a meeting of the Agricultural Benefit Advisory Committee. That meeting at 3 p.m. And again, it will be a Zoom meeting. And on their agenda is discussion, possible action regarding the Ag Benefit Scholarship Match Program. And that will take place Monday. That's it for page one of the local news. Page one, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Before you head out on the road, head into Quick Lane. Yeah, tell them you want the works. Let freedom ring. KXO AM 1230 celebrates Independence Day.
Today, we celebrate our Independence Day.
Happy 4th of July.
With 5 hours of the music, the memories, the fun, the excitement of this nation's birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, America.
Let Freedom Ring is brought to you by
Southwest Security, Imperial Trust and Lumber Company, El Sarape Restaurant, and Sun Community Federal Credit Union.
The patriotism, the American pride.
We love freedom. We love independence.
Join in this 5-hour salute to this great nation. AM 1230, Friday, July 2nd from 6 until 11 p.m. And again on July 4th from noon till 5 p.m.
I get goosebumps every time I look at that flag.
Let freedom ring. And it's page 2 of the local news with in-depth weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, auto and home insurance as well. El Centro Police are investigating a theft of tools. The tools taken from a truck parked in the 1200 block of Vine Street. The theft reported at about 6 p.m. Thursday evening. A window of the truck was smashed and nearly $1,400 worth of air conditioning tools taken from the vehicle. Witnesses say 3 suspects were seen leaving the area in a small black vehicle at about the time of the theft. 2 suspects, same crimes. They're going to try to consolidate the trials. The suspects are Jose Alejandro Baisel and George Quintero, the 2 arrested in May, both being charged with aggravated mayhem, torture, false imprisonment, theft, or rather threats to commit a crime resulting in death, battery with serious bodily injury, and taking a vehicle without the owner's consent. Both are suspected in the same incident that occurred at an El Centro motel. They were to be tried separately, but They're looking to consolidate the trials. A consolidation hearing will be held later. Attorneys, however, asked for a continuance, citing incoming facts that may influence the defense's cases. The judge agreed, and the consolidation hearing has been set for July 6th at Raleigh Superior Court. And county budget hearings are underway. The Board of Supervisors accepted a preliminary budget this week, and at their weekly meeting, the supervisors began the process with the acceptance of that $691 million preliminary spending plan. The county will now schedule budget hearings to hear from county departments and agencies. After the hearings, the board should have a balanced spending plan they will be able to submit to the state. The balanced budget is to be submitted to Sacramento by October.
It's nice to explore your options when it comes to buying insurance, no matter what you're looking for. David H. West Insurance Services offers it all. And being an independent broker, we have many companies to choose from. We continue providing Medicare, life, and health plans, and now offer auto, home, and commercial insurance. David H. West Insurance Services can find the right insurance to fit your needs and budget. And best of all, a staff who cares about you. So don't hesitate to pick up the phone and call David H. West Insurance Services at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411 for a free insurance review. That's 352-3411.
According to the National Weather Service, a warming trend continues through the weekend, with highs climbing 5 to 10 degrees above normal by Sunday, reaching excessive heat thresholds over the Imperial and Yuma valleys. During the next work week, a substantial increase in humidity, cloudiness, and thunderstorm activity is anticipated across the region. Afternoon temperatures will be cooler as well. 107 the high on Friday, 74 the low. Sunny and hot today with a high near 111. West-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming calm. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 80. West wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming south after midnight. Sunday will be sunny and hot with a high near 115. Southeast wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming north in the afternoon. 84 degrees downtown, 22% relative humidity, the wind calm. Air quality throughout the Imperial Valley is good, moderate in Mexicali with elevated PM 2.5. That's coming from the vehicles. Your border wait about 30 minutes downtown, no waiting sentry, no waiting pedestrian. 20 minutes Eastport, no waiting sentry, no waiting ready lane. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage.
We've spent a lot of time playing solo the past year. COVID-19 vaccines are helping us jump back into the things we love. With the people we love. They're safe and effective for everyone 12 and above. Which means we're one step closer to getting the whole band back together.
All right, guys, let's rock. 2, 3, 4.
Make an appointment at myturn.ca.gov today.
Well, we've got Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Major League Baseball. Well, Fernando Tatis said yesterday afternoon he will not participate in this year's home run derby. Well, then he went out and put on a home run derby of his own, 3 dingers, as San Diego powered over the Diamondbacks 11-5. Elsewhere around Major League Baseball, the Phillies and the Mets played a twin bill. Each game scheduled to go 7. Each game went 8. The Mets won the first one 2-1. The Phillies the second 2-1. And in the process, Phillies ace Aaron Nola tied Tom Seaver's 51-year-old Major League Baseball record with 10 consecutive strikeouts. Yeah, strikeouts don't mean a thing anymore. Yeah, well, imagine what Steve Carlton would be doing, or Nolan Ryan. It went 11 innings before the Brewers shaded the Rockies 5-1. 10 innings for Baltimore to top Toronto 6-5. Tampa Bay nipped the Angels 4-3. Atlanta edged the Reds 3-2. Miami beat up on the Nationals 11-2. Boston dumped the Yankees 5-3. Texas topped Kansas City 9-4. Minnesota, they slipped by Cleveland 8-7. Seattle topped the White Sox 9-3. Pittsburgh edged St. Louis 5-4. San Francisco shut out Oakland 2-0. The Dodgers dumped the Cubbies 6-2. Houston and Detroit, well, they were postponed.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District is open and ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer services, visit pmhd.org today.
NBA action. The Bucks beat the Hawks 125-91. That series tied at 1 game each. Coming up today, the West Conference Finals, as the Clippers and the Suns will tee it up. And in other NBA news, the Portland Trail Blazers say they will hire Los Angeles Clippers assistant Chauncey Billups as their next head coach. The Clippers still alive in the playoffs, and, well, they're going to have to wait to make that official. College World Series action in Omaha. Well, North Carolina State, yeah, they've been eliminated. Their season is over due to COVID-19 protocols. So Vanderbilt, the Commodores, will move on to the College World Series championship round. Vandy will face the winner of tonight's bracket final between Texas and Mississippi State. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
Hi, this is Mike Morris from El Centro Motors. I want your car. That's right. I will pay you top dollar for your trade-ins. Trucks, SUVs, cars, whatever you got, I will pay you top dollar for it. They've never been worth more than they are today. With the shortage of chips and the shortage of inventory, your car is worth more than you probably paid for it. So also, we have a great selection of cars coming in daily. And remember, if you don't come see me first, I can't save you any money, and it's just that easy.
Well, it's time for a look at financial news and the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offers live scan fingerprinting to the public. Prices rose yet again in May, and a key measure of inflation hit new multi-year highs. The price index tracking personal consumption expenditure, or PCE, climbed 3.9% in the year ending May. The Bureau of Economic Analysis reported yesterday that is the highest level since August 2008 and exceeded April's 3.6% label. For now, consumers are still doing all right. The University of Michigan's Consumer Sentiment Index strengthened in June, although not as much as initially thought. But notably, all of the improved sentiment this month came from households making more than $100,000 a year. Meanwhile, mortgage rates jumped above 3%. For the first time since April, and economists say they're likely to rise higher. And a crypto analyst warns of weekend tumble. The volatile Bitcoin bull points to a daisy chain of borrowers and lenders. Well, on the week, The Dow Jones Industrials down slightly, and the NASDAQ also down slightly, and the S&P 500 just about even on the week.
Southwest Security Company is a locally owned security company protecting your property or your business, and now offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Plus, they added Southwest Postal with post office boxes you can access 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, with shipping services too, using DHL, UPS, and FedEx. They're conveniently located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro, and if you need something notarized, they can do that too. You can count on Southwest Security and Southwest Postal for 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
It will be sunny and hot today with a high near 111, west-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming calm. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 80, west wind about 5 miles an hour, turning out of the south after midnight. Sunday, sunny and hot with a high near 115, southeast wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming north in the afternoon. Air quality throughout the Imperial Valley right now is good. Air quality moderate in Mexicali with elevated PM 2.5. And right now, downtown, we have 85 degrees, 26% relative humidity. The wind out of the west-southwest at about 3 miles per hour. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you this morning by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services, from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 56 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789 or 344-2533 on the north end. Roto-Rooter, when drains don't work, we do.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
Is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Lisa Mateo. The search for 159 people unaccounted for continues as questions arise over the integrity of the Florida building that collapsed.
I'm Peter King in Surfside, Florida. Surfside town officials have posted a consultant's report from 2018 detailing a long list of problems with the Champlain South Tower. Those problems include cracks and water leaks and damage from badly installed windows and sliding glass balcony doors. The report details improper drainage and failed waterproofing in the pool area, something that may have caused structural damage. At the garage, where rescue teams are working now, they found cracking in the beams and walls.
New legal problems for a former president.
Criminal charges could be filed as early as next week against former President Trump's business empire, this according to the New York Times. The newspaper says the charges against the Trump organization would be related to unreported benefits given to employees, things like the use of apartments, cars, and school tuition. Companies are allowed to give employees lavish perks, but if they reach a certain level, they need to be reported as compensation. An attorney for the Trump organization tells the Associated Press this is simply a way to get back at President Trump. Steve Futterman, CBS News.
Confusion over Derek Chauvin's comments before he was sentenced to 22.5 years in prison.
Judge Cahill asked Chauvin if he had anything to say. The comments were brief.
I want to give my condolences to the Floyd family. There's going to be some other information in the future that would be of interest, and I hope things will give you some peace of mind. Thank you.
Chauvin now has 90 days to file an appeal, which he's almost certain to do. He also faces federal charges along with those 3 other officers. If he's convicted of those charges, he could spend the rest of his life behind bars.
CBS's Jamie Yukas. It's a summer sizzler for the Pacific Northwest. CBS's Jeff Baradelli.
As we continue to heat the climate, extreme heat waves like this will become basically run-of-the-mill heat waves.
in the future.
Controversy over Georgia's voting law.
As Republican-controlled states around the country advance bills changing voting rules, the Biden administration Justice Department is going to court against one of them, Georgia. Attorney General Merrick Garland.
This lawsuit is the first of many steps we are taking to ensure that all eligible voters can cast a vote, that all lawful votes are counted.
Georgia's Governor Brian Kemp insists the state's new law does that.
It expands access to early voting, ensures that drop boxes are available in every county and secured around the clock.
Tom Foti, CBS News, Washington.
This is CBS News.
Daily reports and analysis from the world's most respected journalists on CBS Eye on the World with John Batchelor. Weeknights on the CBS Radio Network.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean. So a friend told me about Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, and his exact words were, "It changed my life. I used to spend a ridiculous amount of time trying to remove tomato sauce from inside our microwave and soap scum off the bathtub. It's like seriously magic, and my secret weapon for cleaning the kitchen, bathroom, doors and walls, and even keeping my sneakers clean. Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. Greatest invention ever. Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, the unicorn of cleaning.
On our first date, we had masks on and kept 6 feet apart. Now, we're a lot closer.
Just like Clip and Dab, thousands of singles over 50 found their perfect match on Silver Singles last year.
I feel like I'm 20 years old again, and I'm pretty sure she feels the same way.
Rediscover the magic of dating with Silver Singles, the exclusive community for singles over 50. Sign up today and receive daily matches you won't want to miss at silversingles.com/radio. silversingles.com/radio.
Traditional Spring Festival will instead take place this fall in the Big Easy.
Foo Fighters, Lizzo, Ludacris, and Melissa Etheridge are on the lineup for the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival as it returns this fall. It's set for the weekends of October 8th and October 15th. Jazz Fest was canceled last year because of the pandemic. Other performers at this year's festival include Demi Lovato, Stevie Nicks, Dead & Company, Her, and Norah Jones. Jennifer Kuiper, CBS News.
The first cruise ship to board passengers at a U.S. port in 15 months is set to sail today. Royal Caribbean Celebrity Edge vessel will leave from the industry's South Florida hub. Celebrity Cruises says at least 95% of those boarding have been vaccinated, and the ship will run at reduced capacity. The $1 billion vessel features a giant spa and multi-floor suites. Not bad. Lisa Mateo, CBS News.
You've got Carroll Buckley with the best oldies on the radio.
I don't like it. I love it.